I just, come on then. Did you hear morning coffee? Did you hear morning coffee? Yeah, did you hear morning coffee? Yeah, I know. You're such a good boy, I know. Yeah. Did you hear me say good morning and welcome to morning coffee? Did you? Yeah, I know. Dog's a dickhead. So, where do we take today? I have absolutely no fucking idea. It's cold outside today. Um, we had a serious frost overnight. I mean, a serious frost. It's absolutely beautiful out there. But that means that going out into the garage, into the workshop, is going to be fucking horrible. Because it's going to be freezing out there. And we don't want to do that. I don't know what I've got to tell you yet this morning. I can't think of anything. I got my spoon, my beautiful spoon. Marley, stop noshing on your cock. Straight away, first thing I have to say to him, stop noshing on your cock. So yeah, I got my beautiful spoon. And I like it. I'm happy with my spoon. I don't like the fact that I cut myself several times doing it. Marley, stop it. I don't like that bit at all. Not at all. But I do like that the spoon is almost, very nearly, almost finished. A couple of little bits that need to be tidied up. But it looks very, very pretty. Very, very pretty indeed. And I broke the knife. How did you break the knife, you ask? I have no fucking idea how. I did. I don't know how I did it. But I broke it. That's a rather pretty spoon, if I do say so myself. I don't know where everybody is this morning. How dare people not be here when I get here? That's so fucking rude. Oh, I got my coffee, I got my cigarette. I haven't taken any meds yet. Because I haven't picked them up in there. My hands are pretty sore. I stabbed myself. There, that's not, can you see that? Stab. Stabby McStab face. 4 a.m. late start. I'm early today, mate. I'm early. Is it 4 a.m. there? Where are you? It's 10 a.m. here. Mexico. Ah. Emily, hi. How are you? Nice of you to join us. If you are new to the channel, we talk about all things depression and anxiety related. Yesterday was a bit unusual. The discussion yesterday was about effects of medication. Oh, I always cringe when someone says I have a question, but ask away. I always think it's going to be a troll when someone says, can I ask a question? But it may be genuine, so go on, ask away. Let's see what you got for me. So it's either going to be a genuine question, or it's going to be, why are you sitting in your dressing gown or your robe? Or it's going to be, are you a pedo? Or are you gay? But I could be wrong on all of them. It could be a genuine question. Let's see. I don't know whether I'm going to be out there today or not, mate. I don't know. I'm finishing up my spoon. It's a little bit rough around the edges, do you know what I mean? But my first time. Yeah, what people do. You have a disorder that makes you blurt out random words, like a bit like Tourette's. Stop it, Marnie. Wait. Asshole. What are you up to today, Roy? Have you got any plans? Might be a bit early for you to have made any decisions on what you're doing today. You almost fucking had me then. Why am I in a dressing gown? There is a good reason that I'm in my dressing gown. So, when I get up in the morning, I come downstairs, I get myself a coffee, I make myself a cigarette, and I go live. And the reason I do that is because, no, I'm not a Jew. If I get dressed first, my dog thinks it's time to go out for a WALK, and it ain't time for that yet. Sprinkles, good morning. You're in your dressing gown too? Nice, well done, mate, well done. Are you a Jew? Does it make any difference whether you're a Jew or not a Jew? Shani, good morning. How are you? I'm feeling very well today, thank you. I got my spoon that I just made. Do you like it? Do you like the spoon? Do you like how it turned out? I'm quite pleased with how that one's turned out. And do you know, it is from the crappiest piece of wood that you could imagine. And it's from a piece of a pallet. And it feels like balsa wood. Do you know what balsa wood is? That's what it feels like. So what I need to do now is figure out why on the bits, like in there, the green off the sandpaper seems to be sticking to it. The colour, not the bits. What wood is it? It honestly, it feels like balsa wood. Do you remember balsa wood that you used to make models with? Try it with a torch and finish it with steel wool. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's an interesting idea though. That's why you always get the sand coloured one. It is literally just what I had in the garage. And I didn't buy it for this. I thought it felt like it because it was just so, I'm guessing it's kiln dried. Because obviously they kiln dry the wood that they make the pallets out of, don't they? So that's why I assumed it feels that way. But I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I know, it's because it's on the table. Don't rub the spoon. Don't rub the spoon. We don't want earthquakes. They don't kiln dry. Oh, do they not? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I'm guessing it's pallet wood. It's come from my log shed where I just throw all my old bits of wood and crap. But I'm trying to get rid of the green that comes with the sandpaper. With sandpaper, funnily enough. And it does seem to be coming out. And it's only doing it in the bowl. It's not doing it on the rest of it. The rest of it is pretty good. It's just in that bowl. Which I'm really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, we've been live for 13 minutes and we've already had a troll, which is fine. It's in your nature to feel good. I'm glad to hear that, mate. I really am. I'm really glad to hear that. I feel good today. My hands are a little bit sore because I keep stabbing them. I don't do it on purpose before anyone says, well, what do you do that for? So yeah, morning coffee and I'm sitting rubbing my wood. Not advisable. Yeah, see, that's another reason it makes me think that this might be balsa wood, because it almost, I don't know if you can see how it's sort of dragging. Yeah, all the snow's gone now. No more snow, thank God. We don't like snow very much. Snow is a pain in the arse. It brings the country to a standstill because we are just not equipped to deal with it like other countries are. Other countries seem to have it fucking all figured out and they know what they're doing. I've got a little blue dot over here. What's this little blue dot? Oh, they've changed it so I can now have effects on... Fucking, what a fucking crock of shit. Why would I want to have effects while I'm doing a live? I look awful this morning. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, yeah, so all the snow's gone. It's, we had a very hard frost last night, so this morning. Native to Central and South America, okay. See, I know that we used to, as kids, in, I'm guessing it was primary school, we used to use balsa wood for making model planes and stuff. It has the very light, there's no weight to it, it's really light. But it doesn't want to break like balsa wood. Huh? So, I don't know. But it's pretty anyway. It's pretty. I'm pleased with how it turned out. It's a pretty spoon. Maria, good morning, how are you? Well, obviously you've just joined us. I've been sat here at the dining room table, drinking my coffee from my dirty cup, rubbing my wood. And there it is. The spoon. What do you reckon? Isn't it pretty? I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Well done me. Lisa, good morning. You're early this morning, are you alright? You're normally here a little bit later on. Roy, did you just, you shit the bed? Did you just look up balsa wood, or did you actually know that fact about balsa wood? If you already knew that fact, then it seems that you may be quite an intelligent young man. You love the pattern. I am glad. I mean, it's a bit imperfect, shall we say, but it's my first time attempting anything intricate like that. But I enjoyed doing it, so that's all that matters. Thank you, I think it's lovely as well. I kind of wish that I'd made that spoon from oak. Yeah, just like us. But I am getting better at this. I am fucking getting so much better. I can't put it down. I just can't. I'm getting a bit of a collection now. Do you want to see my bit of a collection? Obviously I've got my bowl. So there's my bowl. Hairdressers, is that why you're up early? Okay, so I got my bowl. It's a pretty little bowl. Again, really totally imperfect. Sarah, good morning. So there's my bowl. It's got a couple of little cracks in there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a crack there. And it's got a crack there also. And it's because I fucked up and I didn't remove the pith. And that's why it's cracked. And again, it's imperfect. So there is my bowl. We'll put that there. And then we've got my little wood collection of spoons. So there's the long spoon, the Viking spoon, a little spanky paddle for my wife, another spoon, and then we have the Celtic knot. Still no word from Alan. Great for carving. I have myself a piece of holly, which I will be making a stick from. A walking stick of some sort. And I think I also have myself a piece of ash, which I will use to make the handle. And we'll see how that turns out. Why do you sit in a chair and make funny faces? Is that to make yourself feel better because you're pissed off with looking at yourself? Molly. So yeah, I've got myself a little collection now of spoons and a bowl. And I'm going to try the walking stick and we'll see where that takes us. And I've got to say, keeping my mind occupied. Okay. Keeping my mind occupied. Doing the little bits of carving that I'm doing is helping my mental health no end. So, there's my little collection of spoons. Beverly, good morning. Oh, that's interesting, Roy. Fire harden the tip. It's a crystal. Oh, of my walking stick. Funnily enough, the piece of holly that I got for making the walking stick, one end of it is completely dried out, and the other end of it is green. How that happens, I don't know, but it is. I'll show you a little bit later on. But I can do that. I can fire harden the tip somehow. I don't know how you would do that, but yeah, we can do that. That is a possibility. My beard's getting really bushy, guys. Fire harden the green end if possible. Well, that's going to be the handle end. That's going to be the handle. So that might make it a bit more difficult. Yeah. You're going to get your hair done to go and get your hair done. Lisa, I'll catch you later on, mate. Would I consider a decorative boomerang? Might be a bit too much for me at the moment, but maybe in the future. Why do women do that? I don't understand. Why do women do their hair to get ready to go and get their hair done? Can anyone explain that to me? I don't understand. Ladies, explain to me the method of thinking in that. Please. Because my wife does it as well. Not that she goes to get her hair done very often, but when she does her hair to do it. Oh, you're just brushing your hair, okay. You brush your hair? Why do we brush our... Good question. That's a very good question. I guess that we brush our teeth before we go to the dentist because it's common courtesy, because we don't want food scraps or anything like that when we go in and the dentist is looking at our teeth. Sarah, that's about right, isn't it? Sprinkles, nice. I usually do my wife's hair. She makes me do it. She makes me cut it. Unfortunately, she always tells me off after. Fair enough, Roy. Yeah, she always tells me off after I cut it because I've cut too much off. Why'd you cut that much off? Well, I use a laser level. Maria, catch you later on, mate. See you soon. I don't know where we're going to take today's chat. Any suggestions on what you would like to talk about? That is depression and anxiety related. Oh, he fell from a window. That's horrible. We got 12 people viewing and only 2 likes. Come on, guys, you can do better. Fix it. How are you feeling this morning, Sarah? Oh, what? His poor girlfriend. That must have been fucking tragic for her. I mean, tragic for him as well, but he was already gone, so he wouldn't be worrying about it. But yeah, for his girlfriend or wife to be, that would be horrible. Yeah, game over. You're on a good day. That's good. How are you doing, Jason? Oh, changing your broadband. Nice. You good, are you, mate? Pleased to hear it. Jamie from Union J. I don't know who Union J is. But, yeah, he's poor boyfriend then. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? Justin, game over. If I had a name like Justin, I think I would have to change it because I'd hate to be Justin. You want to be all the way in there. They were on the X Factor, okay. Going to Virgin from PlusNet. Okay. How much do you pay for your broadband then? Bye, Lisa. Direct debit monthly of how much? Much love, mate. So mine is a direct debit, and I pay £36 a month. Unlimited data, obviously. 21. So I pay 36. But knowing that I'm paying 36, I also know that I'm supporting a local company, a local business. I have, within reason, I can call him up if there's a problem, and he gets straight on it. Love you so much. Yeah, he gets straight on it, and if he can't fix it, he will do something to tide us over. So we've got two connections there. So one is what they call it, fibre. So we have the fibre that goes over to a mast in the field, and that's then radio waves to the main mast. We have a little satellite thing on the side of the house, which again is radio waves. Which he gave us that one for free, just in case the fibre goes down. And because there is currently issues with, there was a lightning strike a few weeks ago, so there have been internet issues, as you know. He gave us a 4G router, free of charge. Just in case everything goes down. Wes, good morning. Did you? Only flans, mate. We like to bake. What's my name? My name's Rob. Bathrobe chat. Every morning, mate, I usually end up doing my live in my robe, or dressing gown as we call it in the UK. Simply because if I get dressed, Marley thinks it's time to go for a WALK, and it ain't time for that yet. So yeah, and that's I'm very, very well, mate, thank you. I've literally just been finishing off my spoon, my latest spoon, the one with the Celtic knot. depression is purely biological or social and environmental. So for me, it is a combination. My depression is often circumstantial. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate it. Do you want to see it finished? It's finished. Oh. I do want to just try and tidy up just inside there, but there she is, mate. There she is. Sorry, guys. Mark, good to see you, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit untidy just in the bits that I had to cut out. I'm not entirely happy with that, but I can improve on that. I can improve on that. And I don't like the wood. I wish that I'd done it in oak. I don't like that wood. It reminds me of old bolster wood. So, how are you doing, Mark? You well? Danny, good to see you, mate. £7 for fibre optic. Nice. Which tattoo? I have many. Going back to my depression, that is, for various reasons. So I suffer with depression. I have suffered with depression for many, many years. Very often it is circumstantial, so it's all about the circumstances that are going on at that time. Get ready to take dog out, nice. But 99% of the time, I can keep my depression in check. What I have more of an issue with is the anxiety. Anxiety is an issue for me because I freak out when there's too many people around me. So, yeah. Wes, what have you got planned for the day, mate? Have you got anything coming up today? My chest. That one? Or that one? Game show trivia night. Nice. £9 p.m. So yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. So you're going to do the giveaway tonight. Bum, bum, bum. You got one life, live it, yeah. Winner gets the nice knife of his or her choice. Shipped for free. Wes. Am I from the USA? No, I'm not. Do I sound like I'm from the USA? Living the dream, baby. If I manage to get on the trivia, I shall. Whether I will be any good at answering any of the questions is a different matter. But if I win, you know which one I want, don't you? That blue, green, beautiful thing. Yeah, it's West does it. Raccoon, good morning. Claire, how are you doing? Molly, Molly, Molly. He's a good boy. He's like, fuck off, I was asleep, you bastard. You'll also be making a mallet. Nice. Um, I think if it warms up, if it warms up, I will be going out into the workshop and I will be making a start on my cane or walking stick or whatever you want to call it. I've got a lovely piece of holly. Puddy Cat, good morning. Did the snow melt? Yeah, the snow was gone before the afternoon. To be fair, we got a hard frost this morning, but no snow, thankfully. Um, you can call me Rob, mate. Everybody else calls me Rob. It's my name. Depression Talks is not my name. Yeah, walking stick. So I've got a lovely piece of holly there that I'm going to use. And I think I also have a piece of ash, and I'm going to use the ash for the handle. Sleep is massively important if I can get it. Exercise as well is very important. I get exercise daily by walking the dog, and they are both as important as each other. Social interaction is not important for me. I prefer not to interact socially with other people in person. It just fucks my head. The anxiety takes over when there are people around. Yeah, getting out of bed. Not Nicola B. I recognise that name. I'm guessing if you are at school, then you really should not be on this channel. Yeah, sleep is important to everyone. Jojo, good morning. How are you? So I don't get too much sleep. Like last night, as a perfect example, I'll wake up every couple of hours, and it's not good. And I do suffer from it, and I get really frustrated. Okay, you're 18. That's fine. Yeah, I don't sleep very well at all. Every couple of hours I'll wake up, and it drives me insane. I just want to be able to get into bed, go to sleep, have a night's sleep, and wake up. Sleep, what's that? Yeah. And I think it's the same for a lot of us that suffer. Right, guys, give me a couple minutes and I will be right back. I'm going to point the camera over there at Marley. I'm going to make sure that I'm covered up so that none of you see my bits dangling, and I'll be right back.
move, did you, dumbass?
Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Right, sorry, needed to pee. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Danny, that's pretty true, mate. It's very rare that people pick up the phone to just check in. No, Alan's not been on yet. I don't understand it. I'm getting a little bit worried, and unfortunately, I've got no way of contacting him. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about him. Roy, yeah, I mean, social interaction, it all depends on the person. I get what interaction I need from my wife. Um, if I want to have any further interaction, I can go and visit my landlord, that is a friend of mine, and I can interact that way. But I just don't want it. I don't want that interaction. I get interaction with you guys every day. But actual interaction where there's somebody standing in front of me or sitting in front of me is too much, and I don't like it. I'd rather not have it. Yeah, I definitely don't do crowds. Crowds. Um, does going live get boring? Not at all. Not at all. We have a laugh. Sex pats. What's sex pats? It's a word that I've heard, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. So yesterday's conversation was all about medication and the effects medication has on your libido, and so on. So yeah, it was quite interesting and unusual. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I find that the youth, the youth of today, young adults, um, don't have morals that we had. So we would date somebody before we would get into bed with them. Now they'll meet somebody on a night out, and before you know it, the same night they're sleeping with them. Not my thing. Yeah, it's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong. In the 80s, um, I don't know. I mean, what? What? The younger generation now, the sort of 20-something year olds, they'll go out and they'll sleep with someone that they've just met. They'll go back to the pub and pick someone else up and possibly take them home. Roy, that's very true. See, I mean, when I was in my 20s, I didn't really do that. Yeah, they call it a body count. It's just fucked up, isn't it? For fuck's sake, Mark. Married at 19 and mum at 19. Fair play. The 80s was a revolution. The 80s was certainly something. Touch wood, I've never had either, and I never want either. Marley isn't a dumbass. Oh, he is, trust me, he is a dumbass. Aren't you, Mars? Yeah. Marley. 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 You a dumbass? You a dumbass? Yeah? See? He's a dumbass. Too young and too dumb. What's that? Come here. Come here, dumbass. I know there was something there. I just felt it. What was it? Oh. Attention. You're an attention whore. Go on then. Attention whore. What? What do you want? What? What? What do you want? What? He's a dick, isn't he? He doesn't even know what he's excited about. Keep your eye bogies to yourself, Marley. Boom, 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 boom. So, let's not get into all this too much because we're a little bit better than that, aren't we? The channel doesn't need to be all about sex and so on. Yesterday was an interesting conversation because it was all about medication and the effects of said medication. Where do we take it today? Crowds. Crowds is one thing. I don't do crowds. I avoid crowds like the plague. Let's talk snails. Yoim, good morning. How are you, mate? Are you okay? Oi, Wizard King, fucking Wizard Sleeve more like. Fuck off and call Diddy somewhere else, you dick. Danny, don't tell Sarah that you've got snails, she'll stand on them. Still sleepy? Oh, bless you. Why would I even be interested? Jane, good to see you. My husband's still in bed. My wife is at work. The trolls are back. Bom, 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 bom. Pick them up and move them off your plants. It must be like you've got 1,000 women, a thousand women with no legs dragging themselves around your garden then. You love the birds eating them. Give us a spin, princess. How about I do this? Bye. Done light. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wonderlove. That's an interesting name. Welcome to the channel. People don't like snails. Sarah doesn't like snails. Sarah likes to stand on snails. I beat you. Sending love from the Philippines. There you go, Danny. There's 2 of you from the Philippines. Yeah. It's raining. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat them. You love snails. Rest in peace, Sydney. College lad. Am I getting it on tonight or now? So, the word you're looking for is, are you getting it on tonight or not? It's called English. I think maybe you need to stay in college. Yeah, I couldn't eat snails. No thanks. No, mate, it's not. No, it's not. Learn to speak real English. Morning. Yeah, he's getting a leg over tonight. It's Friday, so, nah is not the Queen's English, you fucking retard. Fuck off. Might be useful to limit negative statements. We tend to. I've got zero tolerance for fucking idiots. How are we doing? Doing very well, thank you. Thank you, Jojo. You see, all these fucking so-called college-educated people these days can't even speak English. How the fuck do they expect to make it in this world? You know, back in sort of my youth, if we went for a job interview, we'd wear smart trousers, we'd wear a shirt, maybe a tie. We'd wear shoes. We had, you wouldn't wear white socks to an interview. And now they turn up in a fucking lumberjack shirt and a fucking pair of jeans and trainers. I don't understand. where the decorum is going. London's supposed to be an amazing city. London is a fucking shithole. It's full of the fucking weirdest people you will ever meet. Knife crime, yeah. On the news yesterday, there was a body found in Plymouth, which is not too far from me, and it's happening more and more, and it's just the world that we live in. Scarlett, you're very welcome. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there either. It is getting out of hand. There's no decorum anymore. People just don't have the same morals. They don't have the same values. We used to make an effort to look smart if we was going for an interview or anything really. If we went to a funeral, we'd wear a suit. And the kids now, the teenagers now, they just don't. There's no manners. No, there's no manners. And yeah, I'm very well, thanks, mate. How are you? Public manners that have gone. Yeah, they have. And it's really sad. I mean, I wouldn't want to go back to the 1950s where everyone was like, you know, fucking well-to-do and you know, all that sort of shit. But there's got to be a halfway point. You know? The 90s was cool. Yeah, the 90s was cool. But then in the 90s was the 90s the downfall of the way life goes, the way we treat people, the way we act. Oh, that's not good, mate. We were, Sarah, we were. I mean, you look back at the 70s, okay, with all the hippies and all that sort of stuff. Things just weren't right, were they? You know? But if somebody was going for an interview back then, they'd make an effort, they'd look smart. I don't know. It's just like 69, best number in the world. It's like when I was getting the bus in the mornings to school. Joe, good morning. We'd sit on the bus, and if somebody got on the bus and there was no seats, you would stand up for somebody else to sit down, for one of your elders. And there was respect there for your elders, there was respect there for pregnant women, there was respect there for women. We would stand to let a woman or an elderly or a pregnant woman sit down. And it was just a sign of respect. And then respect didn't have to be earned. We gave respect automatically. nowadays people don't respect the way they used to, and it's kind of sad. I know, Sarah, I know. How are you this morning, Joe? Are you well? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but well done in the fact that you're now finding yourself. And yeah, sometimes a shock is helpful. No, we've not heard from him, mate. Do. Yeah, I'd hate to be a teacher as well. Yeah, I'm very worried about him. 2 days now. I'm disassociated with the times. Do you think? Or do you think that maybe my values are slightly different? I tend to stick to my values, even now if I was on the bus. Wes, thanks for joining us, mate. I really appreciate it. Um, you must be absolutely shattered, mate. But look forward to seeing you later on, mate, on your live. I'll do my best to be there. Yeah, me too, Mark. It's just, it's common courtesy, isn't it? And that's what the youth of today lack. They only care about themselves. And I think it's a sad world that we live in when that is the case. When is the next Wood Live? Um, Probably later on. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you, mate. Really good of you to join us. Yeah, so I think I'll be doing another live this afternoon. Can we get away from bad talking stuff? Of course we can. You'll watch it. Cool. I'm going to make a start on my, my walking stick. I don't think that the walking stick is going to take a lot of work, if I'm honest, because I want to keep it as natural as I can. And sometime in the next, bless me, sometime in the next day or two, I am going to be oiling all all of my spoons and my bowl. Divine unity. The thing is, yeah, kids are something that we create, and we we re. Okay, so we have children. He's curled up on the chair, and we do this to continue our legacy. However, we don't teach our children um, the correct values. We give them too much. And they are entitled, and it's as simple as that. They're entitled, they're rude, they expect everything done for them, and it's wrong. And it difference. And we have done a bad job. Yeah, so have some adults. Yeah, we've done a bad job. It's as simple as that. We have failed our children. I'm lucky. My children do have values, my daughters at least. And they wouldn't think twice about standing on the bus to let somebody else sit. And it needs to change. Life needs to change. This isn't really where I wanted today's chat to go, but who's responsible? We are responsible for it. We are 100% responsible for the way our children have grown up. That's exactly what I've just said. Exactly what I just said, Roy. So yeah. Forgive me for sniffing. Every night I go to bed with the window open, and last night the window was closed and we didn't open the window before we went to sleep, and I'm snotty as hell today. Nice, Sarah. So yeah, I mean, we can't blame anyone else other than ourselves for the bad upbringing that we've given our children. We've not taught them right from wrong correctly. Yeah, it all needs to disappear. AI, oh, fucking hell, don't get me started on that. Yeah, let's not get into that. I'm going to get dressed. So, I'm going to take you with me. However, you're going to be looking at the ceiling. You coming? Dog's coming. Upstairs then, we're going to get dressed. Come on. So it's a real possibility, yeah it is. You're going to stay there while I get cleaned up. There we go. So I'm going to leave you all to chat amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes while I get cleaned up. And then I'm going to get dressed. We'll probably then head out into the garage. We'll see how cold it is out there. Give me a minute. You say that.
There we go. What did I miss? Roy, we've already answered that, mate. It's us that have failed. It's us that haven't. Well, not necessarily us, but the current climate that has failed. The current climate, and it's pretty fucked up. It's wrong. Kids are cool as shit. My kids are cool as shit as well. My kids are amazing. How the fuck? And it's not necessarily just us, is it? You're a 9 point. It's not necessarily just us. A what? So it's not necessarily us. The law is a problem as well. Right,
riled up on this conversation. Come on, Miles. Molly. But I like this conversation. I mean, let's look at it now, okay? So, our children that are now parents themselves are not allowed to tell their children off. They're not allowed to shout at their children, to discipline them. It's frowned upon, and it's wrong, completely wrong. How do you teach children right from wrong when if they're doing something wrong, all you can do is say, you shouldn't do that, stop it. How, I mean, I'm not saying that beat them, far from it, but it's just fucked up, all fucked up. And it's the world we live in. It's a shame. Such a shame. Yes, we're going to go out. Yes, we're going to go out. Excited, not. Right. We've now got to face the cold in the garage. Ow. I think I need to trim the beard. And I'd rather not, if I'm honest. But I'm gonna need to. There we go. What? Turn the light off. Okay. Fucking hell. Chill. Look at that. Sunshine. It's hard for me to see because of the sun. Can you see? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's lovely, isn't it? Fucking sun. I'm not complaining, sun's good. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go downstairs. I'm going to... Wait, not yet. Come on. Come on. That's the fucking dog.
Now I'm going to sit down here for a minute while I make a cigarette. And then we're going to head out to the garage. Once I get out there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the morning coffee stream and start again with a new live stream for working out in the workshop. I call it a workshop. It's not really a workshop, but it is a workshop because it's, yeah. And we're gonna get started. Oh, my wife's home. So I'm gonna end the live stream there. I will catch you all in a few minutes. And we'll go live out in the garage. Thank you very much for joining, guys, and I will catch you very, very soon.